Welcome to Plum Landing! Race to save water.
We're on a mission for Plum.
We're competing against Kaya, Kiana, Kalea, and their family to see who can save the most water in a week.
We're using the bathroom.
Yes, we're using the bathroom because there's a lot of water that gets used in the bathroom, and we want to try to reduce that.
Elizabeth and Philip have a family of 4. We have a family of 5. So I'm not participating in the race. So I'll be the narrator and the timekeeper.
Some things in the bathroom are private, so we're not going to show you everything. For the toilet, we're keeping track of how many flushes people do in a day. I'm not going to flush it now, because that would be wasting water.
We learned on the internet that a typical toilet would use 3 gallons of water with each flush, so that's what we are doing to figure out our toilet water usage.
In order to measure the amount of water that we use in the sink, we need to know how much water comes out of the sink in 10 seconds. So I'm going to run the water and count to 10. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Using Mississippi, make sure that each second is 1 second long. 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. It is about 2 cups. Say this week we ran the water for 2,000 seconds. Since we used 2 cups of water for every 10 seconds the sink is on, that means we'd use 400 cups of water in 1 week. There's 16 cups in a gallon, so 400 cups is the same as 25 gallons of water. We did the same thing with the shower. Now we know that we use 3 cups of water for every 10 seconds the shower is running.
We are going to make 3 charts. 1 for toilet flushes, 1 for using the sink, and 1 for how long you take your shower.
So we need to record how much water we use in the sink, the shower, and the toilet for 1 week.
For 1 week, we didn't save water. We just did our normal thing. We probably wasted some. And during that week, we used 917 gallons of water.
We kept track of our typical water use for 1 week without saving water.
Philip and Elizabeth's family used 861 gallons of water in 1 week when they weren't trying to save water. Now we're trying to conserve water. We don't want to keep the sink on for 2 minutes just to brush our teeth. We're trying to take shorter showers. Of course, we're using our charts to keep track of how many times we've flushed the toilet, how long we've been taking showers, and how long we've been using the water in the sink.
My sister's taking a shower. I'm going to time her how long she uses a shower. That shower was about 3 minutes.
Plum and the kids learned that there's no new water being made on our planet. All the water we use comes from rain and snow that collects in lakes and rivers and underground. That's why we want to conserve water, which means not to use too much.
This was a sneaky thing we learned on the web. If you put a full brick into your toilet tank, you will use 1 quart less of water when you flush.
For the rest of the week, both families recorded their data, the toilet flushes per person, and the length of time that the sink and the shower were used. Hello.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Kalea.
Did you do your water saving this week?
Yep. How much water did you save?
For the whole week, we saved 154 gallons. How about you guys?
We actually did a trick to save water by putting a brick in the toilet tank. We saved 198, almost 200 gallons.
Whoa! I thought we did pretty good, but you guys won the race.
It doesn't matter. We both saved lots of water.
Explore your world and then tell Plum about it at the Plum Landing site at pbskids.org.